Hello and welcome to Caribbean Vibrations, TV's #1 Caribbean show. I'm your host and guide, Alan, and today we're coming to you from aboard the Celebrity Summit as we get ready to embark on a Southern Caribbean cruise and show you some amazing properties that you can buy. Here's what's coming up on this episode. We embarked on a Caribbean real estate cruise aboard the Celebrity Summit with our friends from Hibiscus International. Sailing from San Juan, Puerto Rico, we toured real estate properties on the islands of St. Croix, Saint Kitts, St. Lucia, Barbados, and Grenada. We got the chance to chat with many experts about buying and investing in the Caribbean while learning how to turn your dream home into reality. Stay tuned on how and where to buy property in the Caribbean right now on Caribbean Vibrations. You're watching Caribbean Vibrations TV. Just got off the Celebrity Summit, landed in St. Croix, beautiful U.S. Virgin Islands, where we're taking a real estate tour. We're traveling from Frederiksted all the way over to Christiansted. We're at the third stop of our real estate tour in St. Croix, courtesy of our friend at Hibiscus International. Kirk, tell us about this property.
Alan, this is a 3-bedroom, actually it's 2 bedrooms and a separate 1-bedroom apartment. It's called Sugar Bird House. It's located at the top of the hill overlooking Buck Island, and the views from here are just spectacular. It's listed at $750,000, and it rents during the summer for about $2,500 a week. Much higher during the peak season during the winter. It has a huge garage for storing stuff, 2 cars and boats, particularly if you have bad weather like our recent hurricanes. But you know, the views are $1 million, so for $750,000, it's a deal.
You're watching Caribbean Vibrations, coming to you from beautiful Villa Madeline in Teague Bay, St. Croix. We're here with Kim from Island Life Realty. How you doing?
I'm good, thanks.
It's been a great tour. You and our friends from Hibiscus have put it on. So one of the first things I have to ask you is, why is buying a property in St. Croix considered a good value?
Well, I think if you look at our beautiful views, you're not going to find any property anywhere in the world with these kind of views at the prices that we can offer. So it's, especially if you've got over $500,000 to spend, your money's going to go a really long way here.
Now, last year, a whole bunch of different things happened. Hurricane Maria affected the island. How did that affect the real estate market?
Well, for 4 months, we really haven't been able to do real estate. I mean, the government offices were closed. We had closings that got hung up for months and months. Not many people coming here to look and buy. So real estate kind of came to a standstill for at least 3 months. We're back in business now. Things are going great. We haven't seen as many hurricane-damaged homes come on the market as I was expecting. I think that will happen in the next 2 or 3 months. But right now, we don't have many hurricane-damaged homes. We have lovely homes like the ones you've seen today, and people are selling, and as you can see, the island has greened up really quickly. We're back in business, and we're ready to have people come visit.
Now I detect a twinge of a southern accent. So how long you've been living here?
12 years.
And where are you originally from?
Atlanta.
Now, is there anything else you'd like to tell our Caribbean Vibration viewers?
Well, I want to tell you to come see this beautiful place. You won't find a prettier place in the Caribbean. You won't find finer, nicer people anywhere in the world, and you won't find better real estate bargains. So come.
And you're watching Caribbean Vibrations. The second stop on our Caribbean real estate tour is the island of St. Kitts, where we got to visit the luxurious Kittition Hill. You are watching Caribbean Vibrations TV, and we're coming to you from the beautiful Kittition Hill with the founder, Mr. Val Kemp. How are you doing, sir?
Pleasure. Pleasure's mine. Welcome to Kittition Hill, and it's a pleasure having you here.
Well, we have been just amazed and stunned by this beautiful property. So what is the concept behind Kittition Hill?
Well, it started with a vision of actually trying to develop a model that is very different from the standard resort model. It's based on sustainability, but in the broadest concept. What I wanted to do is build a sustainable community that really celebrates things Caribbean and celebrates who we are as people. And that could serve as a change agent in the region.
Now let's talk about the actual Kittition Hill. Tell us about one of the villas we saw today.
Well, When I started this project, I wanted to really distill the vernacular architectural style of Saint Kitts. I mean, in the Caribbean, every island has a very distinct style. Subtle, and sometimes you can't tell, from one island to the other, but every island has a very distinct style. So my challenge to the architects was to take that style, that vernacular style, and distill it into a very beautiful luxury experience for our guests. And the outcome was the villa you saw.
Now, is there anything else you'd like to tell our Caribbean Vibrations viewers?
Sure. Kittish Hills celebrates all things Caribbean. And it's one of the few large-scale resorts in the Caribbean that truly does this. So I'd really love to get more of the diaspora visiting our property. I have long maintained that the Caribbean diaspora is one of our single largest assets in the Caribbean. And I believe that we need to reach deeper into that group of people and really encourage them to come and visit us.
Well, I want to thank you for all the hospitality you gave us today, Val.
Thank you. Thanks again.
And you're watching Caribbean Vibrations.
You're watching Caribbean Vibrations. Give us a call at 416-451-8596 or email us at caribbeanvibrationstv@gmail.com.
Don't forget to follow us on social media at Caribbean TV. You are watching Caribbean Vibrations TV, and we're coming to you from the third stop of our Caribbean real estate tour, the beautiful island of St. Lucia, home of Sulphur Springs, Derek Walcott, Piton Beer, and my mama's family, the Lesmos out of Dennery.
This is Kirk Sharpley from Hibiscus International Real Estate Group, and it's our first stop today on the beautiful island of St. Lucia. This villa, called Villa Salamar, is listed at $2.9 million and has $5 million views. It's absolutely stunning. 3 bedrooms, a pool, and a rooftop terrace that is to die for. The kitchen, the breezes. I've not seen a more stunning property in St. Lucia in the previous 3 or 4 years that I've visited.
We continue our Caribbean real estate tour in St. Lucia with a visit to Cap Estate. You're watching Caribbean Vibrations TV, and we're at Cap Estate, Gros-Islet, St. Lucia, with my good friend Gail Phillips Jawaye. How are you doing today?
I'm well, and you?
I'm great. You're a barrister and solicitor. If I, now coming from Canada, wanted to buy this property or any property in St. Lucia, how can I do that?
Well, there are 2 ways of purchasing properties in St. Lucia. We have the more traditional established, the aliens and holding license process, and then we have the more recent CIP program, which is Citizenship by Investment Program. So these are 2 ways by which you can look to invest. The real estate economy is back on the up. We have a variety of properties in St. Lucia depending on the clientele, what you're looking for. You have turnkey, which seems to be what the Canadian and American population are into, and then you have lands and where you can build, which appears to be traditionally what the English, European investors are looking for. So you have a mixture of everything. Come visit us, come invest.
Thanks so much for your time, Gail.
You're welcome.
And you're watching Caribbean Vibrations. The fourth stop on our Caribbean real estate tour is the island of Barbados, where we got to visit Port Ferdinand Marina and luxury residences in St. Peter. You are watching Caribbean Vibrations TV, and we're coming to you from the beautiful Port Ferdinand Luxury Marina and Residence. And I'm here with Tristan from Una Living Property. How are you?
I'm great, thank you, Alan.
Thank you so much for having us. We had a great tour, and one of the questions I had to ask you is, tell us about this beautiful property.
Well, Port Ferdinand Luxury Marina and Residences stands out in Barbados because it's one of the only two marina developments. Both Port St. Charles and Port Ferdinand were built by the same fabulous developers who've been in the business for 40 years. They're infamous, maybe isn't too strong a word, for their level of quality and finishes that they bring to each development. So that is one of the great attractions to prospective investors. What we also offer, which is unique to not just Barbados but to a lot of developments, is we offer a community of experiences and amenities. Not just pools and gyms, but we have golf simulators and water sports teams and a staff that every time you return calls you by name and makes you feel at home. We also offer opportunities for our owner investors to meet other great people, just have experiences beyond the development. So I think that's one of the key features of why you would come and speak to me versus someone down the road. But we also have a sister resort called St. Peters Bay Luxury Residences. Rather than being on a beautiful marina, they're on a great part of the island overlooking the sea. And a lot of people want to be steps to the beach, and so that delivers. It is absolutely fantastic, sprawling patios. I think it's literally 22 steps from your bikini lift elevator to the nearest piece of sand. So it's a lovely piece of real estate as well.
Now, is there anything else you'd like to tell our Caribbean Barbation viewers?
Just that Barbados is a fantastic place to live. I'm originally from Canada. I've lived here now coming up to 14 years. And especially this time of year when it's minus 30, minus 40, I feel lucky every day I wake up and look around. This is a fantastic island.
Well, I agree with her because I'm down here and you're watching Caribbean Vibrations. You're watching Caribbean Vibrations TV, and we're on the last stop of our real estate tour, the beautiful Spice Island of Grenada. You are watching Caribbean Vibration TV, coming to you from beautiful Grand Anse Beach in St. George's, Grenada. And we're here with Mark from Mount Cinnamon. How are you doing today, sir?
I'm very good, thank you. Very good.
First of all, I want to say thank you so much for giving us this amazing weather. We really appreciate it, especially people who it's cold right now. Tell us about the Mount Cinnamon properties.
Sure. Mount Cinnamon's been here as a hotel for about 10 years now. We opened in 2008. Sadly, in the depth of reception, so it was a bit tricky in the early days, but now it's boom time. We're doing very well here. It's a fabulous resort. It's very relaxed, very friendly. The staff have been with us for a long time. For them, it's a way of life. They're all really nice, friendly people. So that's a key part of what we do here. We're looking for people who want to have second homes in the sunshine.
Now, why is Grenada a good place to invest or buy a second property?
Wow, there's so many reasons. I mean, Grenada, first of all, the friendliness, the safety of it. For a lot of people who live in other settings where they don't have this level of safety, you can walk here any time of day or night. You can walk in the markets, you can walk in the streets or along the beach. It's a very, very safe place. Everybody here will want to say hello, want to ask you where you're from, be interested in you, but not in any way intimidating or threatening. It's very, very safe. So that's one big reason. We're blessed to be below the hurricane belt. So last year was a sort of bad year for part of the Caribbean, and it's very unfortunate for that. But Grenada is below latitude 12, so we're outside the traditional hurricane zone. We've actually only had one hurricane here in sort of living memory. So it's again, from terms of holiday or for investing in real estate, it's a very safe place to be.
I like that. Now, is there anything else you'd like to tell our Caribbean Vibration viewers?
Please come and see us. We're here. We're open for business. You can see down the beach here. It's beautiful. Sun shines every day. We have nice food. We have nice people. So yeah, please come and visit us.
Thanks so much for your time, Mark.
Pleasure. Thank you.
And you're watching Caribbean Vibrations. You're watching Caribbean Vibrations TV, and we're coming to you from beautiful Grand Anse Beach in Grenada. And we're here with Michelle Steele of Oyster Ventures, Inc. How are you doing?
I'm great. How are you?
I'm great. Look at this. How can I not be great? It's beautiful. We're in Grenada, a great island. And one of the things we wanted to ask you about was, how does the CBI program in Grenada work?
The CBI program basically allows persons to come in, to invest in Grenada, and to obtain a citizenship from Grenada. So there are two routes to investment. There's a government program, as well as there's a real estate option. and I believe we would be standing in the middle of one of those real estate options. The minimum for real estate to invest is $350,000, and it allows a main applicant, together with his dependents, to apply and receive citizenship, which I think is a pretty good deal.
What's the value of having 2 passports?
The value, we can be here all day. I mean, there are many people, they travel for business. Some persons have a passport where they have to get a number of visas. There's not enough visa-free access for them to travel. So there's the convenience of a second passport. And there's also keeping the options open. In this world, it's very unpredictable. You know, so many crises going on. You want to know that you have a plan B. You can pick up that passport, you're a citizen of another country, you can take your family to safety. You have a choice of a second home, whether it's for vacation, whether it's for retirement. So there are many, many reasons, and as I said, we can be here all day at it, but it's a great value proposition.
Is there anything else you'd like to tell our Caribbean Vibration viewers?
Yes, I would. I would like you to take a serious look at Grenada. Grenada is a great place for a second home, for a second passport, for investment. We're on the rise, and we're open for business. Just give me a call, Oyster Ventures Inc., and I would be happy to answer all of your questions. Our team is very able, and we look forward to hearing from you.
Thank you so much for your time.
Thank you.
And you're watching Caribbean Vibrations. Our Caribbean real estate cruise aboard the Celebrity Summit was an experience our crew won't soon forget. Celebrity Cruises is the preeminent cruise line in the Caribbean that offers its guests a modern luxury experience while visiting multiple islands on one trip. From their staterooms to premier entertainment, the Celebrity Summit provides amazing onboard experiences while guests relax and rejuvenate after each destination. Our tour would not be complete without speaking to the organizer of this Caribbean real estate cruise, owner and travel advisor of Hibiscus International, Anne Brobin. You are watching Caribbean Vibrations TV, and we're here on the Celebrity Summit with Anne Brobin from Hibiscus International. And first of all, thank you so much for bringing us on your real estate cruise. How are you doing today?
I'm doing fabulous today. This is the last day of what's been an amazing week on board the Celebrity Summit, and we are so happy that everything has gone as smoothly as can be, showing properties on shore, real estate, learning about the cultures, experiencing the cultures, and just having such a fun time with our group.
Now, people just they're seeing a brief synopsis on our show, but what can they expect if they were to come on a Hibiscus International Caribbean real estate cruise?
Well, we change the cruise up every year. The itinerary is different, so we get lots of repeat guests, plus they're bringing new guests on board. What we do is we meet in one area, whether it be Florida, Puerto Rico. We board the ship, we have our welcome reception, we explain everything that's going to happen for the week. They get a really good overview about the Caribbean because it's a very large area, as you know. So one small area in the top that might have, say, been hit by a hurricane does not affect a lot of the areas that we visit. And we explain this so they understand the geography, the history, the kinds of activities that you can do on board the ship, but when you go ashore as well. Then each day we go ashore, we have buses arranged, it's all included, and we take them to different types of properties at different price points. So some may be multi-million-dollar and some may be an easier $250,000 type property. But we also explain what's the buying process. So our real estate agents and our investors who come with us get a really clear understanding of what it takes to buy. It's not quite as simple as some TV shows make it seem to be, and we want people to understand what they're getting into.
Perfect. Now, you and I was lucky enough to meet you, I think about 7-8 years ago when I went to a CTO conference, like the CTO, and you were doing real estate seminars. So I sat down and we started talking, and then it led us to here now. So tell us about Hibiscus International.
Well, Hibiscus International has been around for 33 years. It started when I was living in St. Vincent and the Grenadines, and I had this concept of teaching people about the culture because it's very different from North America, and educational travel really worked well. Then the CTO hired me to be their marketing manager in Canada for 3 years. My contacts and my knowledge brought developers to me. And from there, we just saw that real estate tourism was a niche that just wasn't being represented in the tourism market or the real estate market. So we put the two models together for real estate tourism, and for us, it's the most sustainable way of bringing travelers to the Caribbean because they invest in the country, they invest in the culture, they invest their time, their money, and it's a win-win all around for the world.
Now, is there anything else you'd like to tell our Caribbean Vibration viewers?
Well, we hope that you're interested in learning more about the Caribbean. We are a full-service travel agency at Hibiscus International, so we can offer not just real estate tourism, we do weddings and celebrations, we do all over the world. Even the real estate is beyond just the Caribbean. So it's going to be growing bigger and better every year, and hope you'll join us next January on our 10th real estate cruise. And thank you to Caribbean Vibrations for being a part of this great week that we've had.
Thanks so much to you too, Anne.
Thank you, Alan.
And you're watching Caribbean Vibrations. Thanks for watching this edition of Caribbean Vibrations TV, coming to you from the beautiful Spice Island of Grenada, the last stop on our real estate cruise. Don't forget, you can follow us on social media at CaribVibe and check out our website, CaribbeanVibrationsTV.com. I'm your host and guide, Alan, and we'll see you next time on Caribbean Vibrations.
Sentimental feeling, this love is real. Girl, you possess the charm that keep me warm.
Our Caribbean real estate cruise is provided by Celebrity Cruises. Modern luxury lives here.